Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Leslie Weidenbender. I'm here today with Representative Rebecca Kubacki. She's a Republican from Syracuse. Hi, welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
So you're the chair of the Committee on Children, Family, and Human Affairs.
That's correct. That's correct.
You guys have been doing a lot of work this year on legislation to protect children. Can you tell us about that?
There was a lot of work that went on over the summer through summer study committees. A lot of the legislation that we passed already through the House, and now they're going over to the Senate, had to do with the summer study committees and recommendations that were made. We've passed just about every bill that was recommended, and every single bill is geared towards saving and protecting children. Probably one of the most important one, well actually there's several important ones, but judges or prosecuting attorneys now are able to file CHINS cases, which means children in need of services, which they had not done that for a while, and it was a situation where you really need to protect these kids. DCS and prosecutors worked up an arrangement saying, we know that there's kids that need to be taken care of, we're going to try to do it, and if we can't, you can help us out. But it was really just making sure that kids are protected and are taken care of.
So I know a lot of this sprang from some problems that were happening at the Department of Child Services.
Yes.
Do you feel like some of those issues are being addressed?
Oh, most of those issues are being addressed. Several. The 800 line was a difficult situation when they were starting it, and it's turned out to be a good thing, because what the 800 number now does, you call into the 800 number, but the cases are sent down to the local authorities. So the local DCS authorities will decide whether a case should be substantiated or unsubstantiated, rather than it being done in Indianapolis. Police officers have a special code that they use to call the 800 number, but if they are at the scene and the attention needs to be given right away, they have total authority to say, I am making the call on what should be done with the children or whatever the situation is, and not have any repercussions from that. So we really are giving the authority back to the locals to decide what cases warrant attention and which ones don't, because they know the people in their community. They know the problems that may have existed in the family. That has all been changed. There's also, they've increased the pay. They've also given, we're going to have more supervisors, more intake specialists. So we've really done a lot to beef up the DCS social services. And I know there's been a lot of issues, but until you're there, my heart really goes out to the DCS workers, because we read a story in the paper and we're just devastated by it. These people live that day in, day out, 7 days a week, and it just takes a natural toll on a human being. And I have a lot of respect for them. All these changes have been positive changes. Judge Ryan has done a wonderful job in making the changes that needed to be made. And I'm very optimistic with what's happened with DCS. A new person is coming on board. All of those benefit the children of the state of Indiana.
We only have a couple of seconds, but are you feeling confident those things will be able to move through the Senate?
Absolutely. We work very hard to mirror the legislative bills and the Senate bills on purpose, because we don't want this derailed. So Senator Holdman and I and Representative Mahan worked hand in hand every week. So the bills are identical. And that's going to make a big difference in getting the bills passed.
Representative Kubacki, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
I'm Leslie Weidenbender with the StateHouseFile.com and Comcast Newsmakers.